Hello po mga ka-viral and welcome back again to this YouTube channel. Latest update na naman tayo ngayon. Buwagin at i-abolish ay ilan lamang sa mga sigaw ngayon ng mga pro-impeachment na mga taong bayan sa Senado. Dahil di umano sa paglabag at hindi pagsunod sa constitutional mandate na shall proceed forthwith hinggil sa impeachment ni VP Sara Duterte. Pangalawa, sa mga dahilan ng mga pro-impeachment ay ang pagdiskubre ng planong pag-dismiss ng Senado sa impeachment trial sa pamamagitan ng majority votes ng mga senador. Binatikos at umani ng pambabash si Senate President Escudero at 17 senador sa hakbang nilang pagpabalik sa lower house ng articles of impeachment. Hiningi ang pag-verify dito ng Kamara at kinwestiyon ang pagsunod ng Kongreso sa one impeachment for 1-year rule against an official at hiningi ang approval ng Kongreso kung itutuloy pa ba nila ang impeachment sa 20th Congress dahil sa bagong set na mga prosecutors na uupo sa impeachment. Nasinagot naman ng Kongreso na wala silang nilabag sa 1-year bar rule dahil ang pagpasa nila ng 4th impeachment complaint against the Vice President ay pasok sa 1 taon. Buwelta ng Kamara ay tila ang Senado ang nangdidelay sa impeachment trial. Anila, tila nagiging defense lawyer na ang Senado ni VP Sara Duterte dahil sa aksyon ng Senado. Kinwestiyon din ng mga law deans at legal luminaries ang maaaring maging hakbang ng Senado na i-dismiss ang impeachment trial ni VP Sara Duterte without trial. Klaro di umano ang utos ng konstitusyon that the Senate must try and decide all cases of impeachment. Samantala, Senator Mig Zubiri ay may matinding revelasyon hinggil sa kanyang nalalaman sa loob ng Senado.
So if you ask me, and let me repeat what I said, I'm not satisfied with the leadership of the Senate with due respect to the Senate President. Maybe there could be improvements to be made to how we're handling the Senate. Right? It's not a matter of position. It's not a matter of committee. Naawa nga ako. RG.
Okay, RG.
I don't know if you've been asked before, ba't kayo bumoto doon sa 18 if you feel that...
Because remanding is just trying to get an answer from them on the issue on constitutionality. You have to remember that I came out on the floor and I said that as far as I'm concerned, hanggang 19th Congress lang ito. Hindi lalabas to ng 20th Congress. Kailangan gawin ulit. That was my position. Now,
Kailangan gawin ulit, kailangan mag-impeach sila ulit sa House.
yeah, because just like legislation, just like committee resolutions and committee reports, at the end of the Congress, tapos na yan. That's my personal position. That's not my legal position. That's my personal position. Whether that is right or not, it's like Tolentino, Senator Tolentino, the majority floor leader, that was his position. So,
Personal position, kung magkakabotohan, yan ang boto mo.
no, but I'm also in favor of following the process.
Of the
Do you understand? I would not have dismissed it outright. Alam mo yung remanding na yan, sa totoo lang, ang balita sa akin, hindi naman remanding ang pinag-usapan dyan, dismissal yun eh. Kaya nag-away nga si Sen Joel at si Sen Robin. Dahil nabibinig ko si Sen Robin, napakinggan ko. Hindi, wala sa usapan yan eh. Di ba? So, wala sa usapan. So, ibig sabihin, siguro may pinag-usapan sila. Alam nyo naman, ako, tsaka si Senator Lawrence, tsaka si Senator Binay, kami po ay grupong slap soil. Ano yung slap soil? Di ba? Hampas lupa. At pagkatapos nga naging na kami, dead hungry. Di ba? Patay gutom. Kaya out of the loop kami. So,
Dapat na-dismiss na doon.
Yun ang usapan.
well, I don't know. That was the chismis. Then, of course, and that's why there was a tension there because the group of Senator Bato really was pushing for dismissal. Now, if you ask me, as I mentioned earlier, as a member of then the Spice Boys in the 11th Congress, we were the ones who gathered the signatures of the impeachment of then President Estrada. We gave it then we were able to convince then Speaker of the House, Manuel Villar, to read it during the prayer. Kasi alam namin, magkakagulo because they still had the majority of members that were against the impeachment of the former president. So, nangyari dun, bakbakan, di ba, dinala sa Senado. What did the Senate do? The Senate could have dismissed it at that time and say that was not the proper procedure because there was no motion made on the floor. You read it as a prayer. But did the Senate dismiss it? No, they did not. They heard it. My point is, it's not about my personal opinion if she is guilty or not, the Vice President. Kasi ako, alam mo naman, taga Mindanao ako. Yung tatay ko hindi pumirma sa impeachment as former congressman. And we became heroes for it in Bukidnon. Talagang sa Bukidnon, 99% ng tao dun pro-Sara. So ang punto ko it's not about my personal anymore. It's not about my personal opinion or my personal vote on the matter or my personal feeling, if she's guilty or not. It is the procedure that must be followed. There is precedence. We've had in this Constitution, if I'm not mistaken, since 1987, only two successful impeachments. The third kasi, nag-resign siya. Nag-resign si Merceditas Gutierrez. On these two, it was acted upon by the Senate. So, I'm sorry, wala naman nakalagay sa Constitution, nakalagay doon forthwith, di ba? Hindi naman nakalagay doon forthwith unless dismissed by the Senate before actual trial. Wala doon sa Constitution. So I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, as you all know, but in my lengthy member as a legislator who has seen both of these impeachment exercises, I think we have to follow through. And then we do a vote. Huwag na kayo matakot. Kung pro-Sara kayo, di bumoto kayo. Against the impeachment, it's a political exercise. But the process has to proceed forward. That's to move forward. So now, that's my position. Kaya, I want to put that on record. Whether I'm pro-Sara or not, I cannot, I have to listen to the evidence that will be presented by them. Of course, I have some biases. I think that it is a witch hunt because they want to remove her from public service para yung iba makaupo at yung iba ay mawawalan ng kandidato na kalaban pagdating sa halalan ng 2028. But I will set that aside. I'll set my bias aside because we have to follow the process. Yan ang proseso ng konstitusyon. It cannot be changed. If we violate that, then we violate our oath of office when we say that we will defend and protect the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. So, definitely, we have to do what is right here.
Sir, do you proceeding with the process? Trial, you mean trial, formal trial?
Yes, proceed that. Well, at least, let's invite the prosecutors. Tell them, ano ba yung ebidensya ng... Alam mo sa simbahan, Sunday kasi kahapon, sa simbahan na yun lang ako nakakita ng mga 4 na pamilyang lumapit sa akin. Ano bang tinatago ninyo? Ano bang ginagawa ninyo dyan sa Senado? Nasisira yung integridad, nasisira ang pangalan ng ating Senado dahil sa wala tayong ginagawa. With due respect to my colleagues on both sides. Ang akin dyan, let's do what we are supposed to be doing under the Constitution. That's our constitutional mandate. And then we make a decision. Panindigan niyo yung decision niyo. Either to impeach or not to impeach, to acquit. So, yan na ang position ko dyan.
RG, meron ka pa ba? Okay na. Okay, before Dindo, Camille, Mean, and Daniel. Sir, going back dun sa Senate leadership, mag-e-effort ka pa ba para makakuha ng support for Tito Soto or tanggap nyo na po na kayong posibleng maging minority pag nag-open ang 20th Congress?
I have a lot of privileged information. Yung mga kumakausap na sa akin na ganito, hindi magandang pakinggan. Kaya hindi ko na lang babanggitin. What are the reasons why they don't want Tito Sen? Why they don't want Ping Lacson? Masyadong stricto, masyadong kaya mahirap nang magsalita kasi ayaw ko naman maipit yung mga nagkikwento sa akin ito. It's more of accommodation. I think many of them were given the best committees that this Senate can be offered. Obviously, our selling point with our group is to be able to repair the image of the Senate. And therefore, we want to make it more transparent, especially dealing with the budget. We want to give the committees to those who are rightfully deserving because of their qualifications, maybe it's not saleable.
Tanggap nyo na
It's not saleable to the members of this new 20th Congress. Tanggap namin. Ako gusto ko, I started my career as a minority member. I will end my career as a member of the minority. Okay sa akin yun.
And then yung group nyo, tinatawag na conscience blacks.
Well, sabi ni Senator Ping, tinatawag yung conscience block. I call it veterans block. Kasi, to be honest, we don't have naman the monopoly of conscience. Di ba? I have members like Congressman Marcoleta or Senator Marcoleta, may conscience din naman yun. So ayoko naman, di ba? Ayoko naman sabihin na kami meron sila, wala. Parang Spice Boys yan di ba? Yung kalaban namin nun, Bright Boys. Sabi namin, di naman kami nagpapanggap na bright. Spicy lang. Manghang lang. So ako, I'd rather be known as a veterans bloc. And because we've seen it all, and we've seen how the Senate at once upon a time was its, of course, peak performance in terms of trust rating with all our kababayans. Sana we can bring it back to that level.
Okay, Dindo. Dindo muna.
Alam mo, naawa nga ako kay Senator Risa. Naawa talaga ako sa kanya. Alam mo, kampanya siya para sa kanya mga kandidato. Tapos sabi niya, gagawa siya ng sarili niyang bloke, na independent block. And, na yun, mag-isa na lang siya.
Nasa
Kaya, I heard na mag-isa na lang siya. I cannot confirm nor deny this. But,
willing yung i-adapt, sir.
of course, she's most welcome to join us. Although we have a divergent, I'd say, position on some issues. Kasi of course she's more on the left side. We're more on the conservative side. Many of you know I'm a conservative politician. So, but you know, when it comes to transparency, sama-sama kami, di ba? When it comes to abuse of authority, dapat sama-sama kami na tumayo. We welcome her to join us. We'll adopt her even if she doesn't want to be adopted.
So, 5 ang minority.
Well, no, I don't want to answer for her. Ang sa 4 lang kami, handa na po kami sa pagiging minority.
Okay, Dindo.
Sir, nabanggit niyo yung leadership style. Kay SP Chisba, hindi ka satisfied, especially sa pag-handle ng impeachment case? Hindi ka ba siya believe sa style ng leadership
Hindi
niya?
lang yan marami pang issues Ako, katulad niyan, yung sa budget, para kay pa ako nag-vice chair. Di ba? Tinanong nila ako kung gusto ako mag-vice chair doon sa budget noong 2025. So, I said, okay, I'll volunteer kasi para naman, wala naman akong committee. Di ba? May committee ako, Economic Affairs. Wala naman akong ginagawa. Alam niyo naman, gusto ko magtrabaho. So, hinandle ko yung sa DOST, Department of Science and Technology. Tuntua ako, nabigyan ko sila ng 1 billion additional budget, 1.4 billion, 1.3 billion. Pati PSI, Philippine Science High School, campus na bago, ganda, nalagay na namin sa budget. Pagdating sa BICAM, tinanggal lahat. Nabawasan pa. Yang iya ako, kaya di ba nakita mo yung speech ko sa floor, dun sa picture taking sa BICAM, di ko nga piniman natin. I walked out of the BICAM. I was also upset on the handling of the budget. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Across the board, all the amendments given to all the departments, tinanggal, nilampsam, kung anong ginamit dun sa pera na yan, hindi ko na alam. Diba? So, now, we get a budget that education is only number 2 in priority, which is it's a constitutional violation, by the way, which is still being heard in the halls of the Supreme Court. So, if you ask me, that budget was the worst budget I've ever seen in my 25 years of public service. I mean, we all, as leaders, I had 2 budgets during my time. Sinagot naman ni Sani yung mga kung saan pumunta yung pera, nadagdagan yung edukasyon, nadagdagan yung military. Diba? Klarong-klaro. Ito, puro DPWH lang nadagdagan Diba? So, diba? Nabusog yung DP.
Dondi, meron ka pa?
So, yun lang. Kaya, that was just one of them. So, the handling of the impeachment is one. Of course, the budget's another. And the lack of transparency. For example, the Senate building. What is going to happen with the Senate building? Findings came out na wala naman. On track naman daw. We're spending a lot. 4 kasi na tower yan Di ba? So,
Yung sinasabi ni Robert na pinakabagong, kumbaga, ay naratibo, ay pwedeng pagbutuhan. Tama ba, partner? Paano yun?
Para,
Para i-dismiss.
May magmumosyon na senator judge.
Oo.
Take note ha, judge ka pero ikaw ang magmumosyon.
Kaya
Para
nga.
i-dismiss yung impeachment case ng defense ni Vice President Sara
Oo.
Duterte.
Pwede ba yun, Father? Ubra ba yun at nasusulat ba yan sa ating konstitusyon?
Alam nyo, hindi ko alam kung bakit anong ginagawa ng ating Senado. Kasi maliwanag ang ating sarigang batas. Pag may articles of impeachment na, ang dapat susunod ay trial. Ang trial, ibig sabihin, reception of evidence, pakinggan ang ebidensya ng prosecution, pakinggan ang ebidensya ng defense at magpapasya. Hindi ibig sabihin i-dismiss ka agad na walang hearing. Alam nyo, ang effect ng dismissal ay ma-acquit ang Vice President. Hindi ko sinasabi na dapat siya ay ma-convict. Ang sabi ko lang, maliwanag na ang utos ng saligang batas ay trial. So pakinggan ang ebidensya ng dalawang panig at magpasya.
Opo.
So, yung plano na yan, yung scheme na yan, na magmosyon ang isang senator judge at i-dismiss yung kaso ay irregular, unconstitutional, and immoral. Wala kang makikitang hukuman sa buong mundo na ang judge mismo ay ang hihingi na ma-dismiss ang isang kaso.
Opo, opo. So kung ganyan po, kung sisigi sila na magbotohan for dismissal, paano ang accountability nila? Yaman din lamang, sabi mo, Father, irregular, ano pa nga ba yun? Unconstitutional.
At immoral.
At immoral. Paano natin sila masisingil kung ganun? Dahil lumabag sila sa konstitusyon.
Well, unang-una, the aggrieved citizens can bring an action before the Supreme Court at nang mapawalang bisa ang desisyon ng Senado na dismiss yung kaso. Kasi ang poder ng Supreme Court na mag-review ng mga ginagawa ng mga sangay at opisina ng pamahalaan ay malawak. We call this the broadened review powers of the Supreme Court to determine whether there was any grave abuse of discretion. So, hindi final ang desisyon ng Senado kung magdesisyon man sila na i-dismiss yung kaso. Kasi may hukuman tayo, salamat sa Diyos, na nagdedesisyon ayon sa batas at ayon sa saligang batas. Pero yung mga senador mismo na sila ang bumotos na i-dismiss yung kaso, pwede silang kasuhan sa ilalim ng revised penal code.
Okay.
Pwede silang kasuhan ng dereliction of duty. Pwede rin silang kasuhan ng sa ilalim ng anti-graft and corrupt practices because by dismissing the case, they give an undue advantage to the respondent Vice President. So pwede silang kasuhan.
Father, balik ta rin natin kung dun sa motion to dismiss, paano naman kapag nag-motion to convict sila at nanalo halimbawa, hindi naman natin sabihin, halimbawa nanalo din na i-convict. Ganon din po ang same explanation na ibinigay ninyo na tama ba? Illegal pa rin ba yun? Immoral pa rin ba yun?
Hindi pwedeng mag-motion to convict na walang hearing. Kasi you cannot convict a person without a hearing. That violates due process. So, kailangan talaga umupo na sila, pakinggan ang ebidensya, at saka magpasya. Matagal ng issue yan. Hindi ko alam ang dahilan ni Chis Escudero kung bakit nakabinbin yung issue na yan. Nung nasubmit ang articles of impeachment, dapat kaagad nangyari ang paglilitis. Pero ngayon, wala na silang dahilan na hindi ipagpatuloy ang paglilitis. Alam ko na may answer, may sagot na final ng ating Vice President. Ang title ay Answer Ex Abundante Cautela. Ibig sabihin, they are playing safe. Hindi nila tinatanggap kaagad ang jurisdiction ng impeachment court. Pero pag matuloy ang bista, ang paglilitis, may sagot sila. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng answer ex abundante cautela.
Opo.
Kasi dapat talaga mag-ruling na ang Senado ukol sa jurisdiction kasi sila ang dapat unang mag-ruling. Kung hindi sila makapag-ruling, pwedeng hingin sa Supreme Court ang isang desisyon ukol sa jurisdiction.
Father, ang sinasabi kasi ng liderato ng Senado, ng presiding officer, wala naman nagsasabi, hindi naman ipinagbabawal ng konstitusyon yung ganung mga motion. Sabi niya, sige, ipakita niyo sa akin kung saan sa konstitusyon o sa Senate rules na nagsasabing bawal mag-motion ng isang judge.
Nakakatawa yung dahilan niya. From the very nature of the fact that the Senate sits as an impeachment court, it is the nature of a court that the judge himself does not file a motion to dismiss. Dapat ang nasasakdal ang nagpa-file ng motion to dismiss. So, from the very nature of the fact that the Senate sits as an impeachment court, bawal sa isang hukom ang mag-motion na i-dismiss yung kaso. For example, wala namang nagsasabi sa saligang batas na dapat impartial yung judge. Pero yan ang isang demand ng due process na dapat impartial yung judge. So walang silbi ang argumento na yan na hindi nakasaad sa saligang batas na bawal na mag-motion ng isang senator judge.
Same kayo ng pananaw ni Senator Panfilo Lacson. Ang binabanggit kasi niya din, Father Rani, sabi niya, isa kang halimbawa, ikaw yung judge doon sa kaso, magmo-motion ka to dismiss and then sasabihin mo, the case is dismissed. Para nakakatawa naman daw po kapag gano'n na nangyari.
Exactly. That's why a judge himself never moves to dismiss. It is one of the parties who moves to dismiss, but never the judge. It is the judge who rules on the motion to dismiss kung pagbibigyan at hindi. At sa aking pananaw, mali na pagbigyan ang motion to dismiss kasi ang utos ng saligang batas ay pakinggan yung kaso.
If ever, Father Rani, na napunta nga tayo doon sa senaryo na nag-move to convict or dismiss and then napagbigyan ang prosecution, ang House of Representatives umakyat sa Supreme Court, ano ang nakikita natin? Ano ang ini-expect natin na posibleng maging effect po nito, if ever?
The Supreme Court, under our Constitution, has the power to determine any act of any agency, branch, or office of government is tainted with grave abuse of discretion. At kung yan ang magiging desisyon ng ating Supreme Court, ang pag-dismiss ng Senado ay void kasi it is an act with grave abuse of discretion. In short, parang walang jurisdiction ang Senado na mag-dismiss. So, void yung kanilang pag-dismiss kung yan ang magiging desisyon ng ating Supreme Court.
And then may issue, Father Rani, doon sa mga itinatawag na caucus, doon sa pulong. Ang sinasabi kasi, dapat napag-uusapan na nila, napagdidesisyonan na yan bago sila, yung iba't ibang mga issue, bago sila mag-convene ito an impeachment court ulit para hindi rumble, hindi magulo kung ano-anong motion yung ipinupush pagdating sa kapag may hearing na sila at para hindi nawawala doon sa direction kung saan talaga sila dapat papunta.
Yeah, in fact, at this stage, dapat nangyari na yung mga unang phases ng isang trial, kagaya ng pre-trial, tignan nila kung ano ang mga dokumentong isusumiti, markahan nila, at nang hindi na maging abalayan sa paglilitis. Yung caucus, wala namang pagbabawal dyan as long as it is in aid of the trial that should proceed immediately.
Okay. Father, sorry meron lang akong pinuntahang importante, pero ito na, balik ako. Yung palang sagot mo doon sa tanong ko, kung pwedeng ipanagutin yung mga senador na magmumosyon para i-dismiss, paano po kung sila po ay kasuhan ng dereliction of duty, tatanggalin po ba sila?
Well, if they are found guilty, there are penalties that can be imposed upon them. Alam nyo, Doris, since they are members of the legislature, they can be tried by our ordinary courts as long as they are tried. Then whatever is the penalty na nakasaad sa revised penal code, ayun ay ma-impose sa kanila.
Opo.
And then, whether they are removed from office or not is also dependent on the nature of the case that is filed against them.
Opo. Pero habang sila po ay nililitis, tuloy lang sila magtrabaho o hindi rin?
Habang sila nililinis at wala pang desisyon, tuloy ang trabaho nila.
Okay.
Yes.
Binabasa ko lang yung comment partner ng
Ang
iba sa
sabi?
mga nanonood sa YouTube. Ang sabi, ang tagal ng issue ng impeachment na yan
Oo
sa
nga.
Senado.
Oo.
Sabi, hindi na kayo nagkakasundo. Bakit hindi nyo na lang ibigay sa Supreme Court yung power to try impeachment
Rekta na lang.
cases?
Oo, pwede ba yun, Father?
Wala. Unfortunately, sa ilalim ng Article 11, ang sinasabi dyan ay Senate is the sole judge. So, hindi pwedeng ipasa yan sa Supreme Court. Alam niyo, Doris Ratbert, nung nabuo ang isang komite na sulat ng draft ng bagong constitution,
It's out there now Kong no? There's an impending impeachment case dito kay VP Sara, no? What are your thoughts on this? On the whole, in detail, even with the people that's going to be hearing it, because Kong, bago na ngayon yung bago na yung the set of the senators that will be coming in. Tapos na hindi na naabutan to ng June 30 'di ba? Ngayon si Coco nga, si Senator, kasama siya sa Fabulous Five.
Wala na siya dyan.
Wala na siya, pero wala na di ba? So what are your thoughts on this?
Bago ko ilabas ang nasa loob ko, gusto ko malaman ng lahat kong classmate dyan sa Senado, kalahati kayo, classmate ko. Sa Kongreso, marami kayo, classmate ko. Wag lang kayo masaktan. I mean no malice towards anybody. I have no malice towards none, to everybody. Gusto ko lang malaman nyo ang nasa loob ko kasi may edad na ako. At bilang Pilipino, I have to say what is in my heart. Para sa akin, walang mangyaring impeachment sa tingin ko. Kasi itong nagsimula, delay. Ngayon ang usapan, dismissal. Alam nyo, wala akong kampi. Hindi ko kampi. Mahal ko, kaibigan ko si Bongbong, mahal nating presidente. Kaibigan ko rin si Digong, naging mahal ko rin na presidente at kaibigan. Pero ang usapan noon was impeachment. I handled 2 cases sa Kongreso. So, parang walang dahilan na pagdating sa Senado, tuloy na ang labanan. Ay dito, technicalities and the liars, the lawyers, are all now playing with fire. You're playing with fire. Alam nyo ang tao, parang nandyan na yan It was legally done sa Congress. Pag hindi nyo ito
exactly.
tinuloy,
Exactly.
sasamahan rin ang labas nyo Alam mo, kaibigan ko rin si President Cheese. Mayroon ng date, sabi nyo, June 2, ayusin. Okay na. Pagdating ng June 2, teka muna, postpone muna sa 11. Kasi marami tayong issue sa plenary muna. Tapusin, lipat sa 11. Pagdating sa 11, remand na naman. Alam nyo, ang gusto lang ng tao is tuloy ba o hindi? Sa tingin ko, honestly, Joe, walang